Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video just to kind of clarify a couple of things and talk about my last video. So I had a couple of people who messaged me just in regards to the goals that I set in my last video, like for eating better, losing weight, etc, etc. And I want to talk about it a little bit more just because some people kind of were like, oh well, what issues are you facing, things like that. So I mean, yous aren't blind. First of all, I want to apologise about why my cheeks are so red. First of all, I have really rosy cheeks anyway, but I've just not long got out of the bath, I've washed my hair, which is why it's extremely frizzy. And I've done kind of like a skincare routine, but that's why my cheeks look like little beetroots. But I have really rosy cheeks anyway. I just didn't fancy putting any makeup on. But anyway, on the topic of the video. So, I've said, where do I start? Since I was little, I've always been like a bigger girl out of kind of a lot of people that I know. It kind of runs in the family really, at least I wouldn't say like on my mum's side, but like, so my mum is quite big and my sister is kind of chubby. My dad was a little bit bigger as well. My granddad was overweight significantly. And yeah, I don't know, I think maybe as I might get it from my dad, but yeah, I've always been bigger for my age. Like, I remember being in like 2 sizes bigger. I was very tall as a kid as well. I was when we used to take school photos, I used to have to stand at the back with the boys because I was so tall. And I remember developing earlier than other girls as well. Like, I got some titties. That was in like primary school. Like, I was just an overgrower for my age, and it kind of just got worse. And like, I was always told from being a very young age that I was fat. I felt different, I felt pushed out and like completely horrible about myself. I remember dieting since I can remember, basically. I've tried diets with my mum, and I think partly my diet and partly was kind of comforting to my mum as well, because she has struggled with her weight as well. Not that I'm kind of like telling her story for her or anything like that, but she has struggled with her weight as well. So I think kind of like having someone like a bigger child to kind of join you on the journey kind of helped her out emotionally a little bit. So I remember doing loads with my mum, like eating like fish with cheese sauce. That was a nightmare for me. Like, I just hated it. I like fruits and vegetables, but I hated being forced to eat them as a kid. Obviously, who does? But yeah, I like, now people like look at me and they're like, oh yeah, she just eats McDonald's and takeaways and fried food and like ready meals. I don't. I actually like to cook. I like making smoothies. I like fruits and vegetables. I'm not a like I'm not a junk food binge eater kind of person. If anything, I skip meals. Obviously going into school, that kind of got worse. Kids are nasty. Kids are like really nasty. It wasn't so bad in primary school. I remember being taunted on the way home and like shouted at, like, go to Weight Watchers and things like that. And then in comprehensive school, it just got worse. Like, comprehensive school, high school, whatever you call it, it got worse. Like, just people are really very nasty with their words. I've been told that I should be gassed. I've been told that I should just go kill myself. just stop eating just loads of horrible, nasty things. And believe me, just stopping eating does not work. It just doesn't work. So anyway, I always I try to ignore the nasty comments, because at the end of the day, those people do not know me as a person. They don't know what I'm putting in my mouth, or anything like that. A lot of the time, I actually didn't eat when I was at school. We used to get dinner cards that we could put money on. I often didn't use them until like later years in school. There'd be sometimes I used to actually buy, I remember buying like a panini and having like a cheese and ham panini, and it would be toasted, and I wouldn't eat it because I would be too frightened to eat it in front of people. So sometimes I was so hungry, I used to eat it in between lessons when no one was watching. But yeah, a lot of the time I didn't eat, or I ate in secret, and I used to go home, and because I was comfortable at home, I used to get whatever I could find in the fridge that was easily accessible, and eat in my room on my own. And my mum would cook for us as well, but a lot of the time I would still binge because I was starving. Anyway, I'm turning this into like a life story. It's not. But I tried multiple different diets, and I always said if I got to a point where I was physically unhealthy, not just in weight, but like I was having problems, then I would do something about it, which kind of, when I think about it now, obviously it's not necessarily a great idea. Not that I was like eating to excess, but I was just doing what I did, and I didn't really care, didn't weigh myself or anything like that. Obviously over the years I've seen my clothes sizes get bigger. I've seen the numbers on the scale increase. And although it really fucking hurts my feelings, I really didn't think that much about it because it's not harming anyone else. But now it is harming me. I like to be an advocate for being plus size, and I agree that no matter what size you are, you should be loved for being a person. If it's, and the thing is that people aren't going to change because you tell them to. Like, someone could come up to me and be like, Caroline, I think you're really fat. Like, I'm like looking out for your health, you're getting bigger, you need to lose weight. That doesn't mean I'm going to do something about it. You have to do it for yourself. But it doesn't mean that I'm not worthy of someone loving me as a person or being my friend or anything like that, because it doesn't mean I'm a bad person. Does that make sense? So I'm all for the whole like FE beauty standards and plus size kind of movement. I'm all for that, but once it starts affecting your health, then like really you need to be looking after yourself. And in a way, I agree that, I'm sorry, I'm just scratching my nose. I think I've got like a bit of fluff. I'm not picking my nose. In a way, I agree that, I don't know how to put this without treading on anyone's toes. Basically, you need to look after yourself, because apparently everything I thought I was doing that wasn't causing any harm to me is causing harm to me. And I'm not feeling good. I'm really not. I am 23 years old and I feel about 80. I feel old and decrepit and I just hurt. And yesterday I had a moment with Lenny and I was just like, you know what? I'm fucking done. I feel horrible in myself. It hurts to be me. And I expect that I might get some troll comments on this video, but whatever. There's a lot of problems that I have that I put down to my weight. some of the uncommon ones that people might not even know. Heartburn, constant heartburn. Like, Lenny went out yesterday and bought me 2 big boxes of these. So these are the Rennies. I also take Lanzaprazole as well, but sometimes Lanzaprazole doesn't cut it, so I take Rennies as well. These are 48 packs, not just the little ones. 2 of these, so I've got 88 Rennies and more in the house because I have heartburn. I can get heartburn from drinking water, but I put that down to my weight. It hurts when I move, just walking. I can't walk a great distance. Like, I'm not a big walker anyway, but it's getting to a point now where sometimes, like, my joints are so, like, fragile, it just hurts to walk. My back hurts. My knees hurt. I hope you can't hear that siren. I live next to a fire station, so but yeah, my back hurts, my knees hurt, my feet hurt, my ankles hurt, everything just hurts, and I am fed up of it. But one of the other main things at the minute is my gallbladder. I'm having severe problems with it. It's quite common, but obviously it's more common in people who are overweight as well as women. So being an overweight woman, that kind of sticks me right in the category. And I can't even tell you how painful it is. It's just painful. It hurts your it hurts your chest, the top of your back, your sides, like your right hand side mainly, and it just feels as if someone's like inside your gallbladder and is just squeezing it. Like, have you ever like wrung out a sponge or a washcloth or something? That is what it feels like. It feels like someone's doing that to your gallbladder, and it just really hurts. And there's been like nights where I've taken morphine and it takes ages to kick in, and then even then it doesn't necessarily touch the sides. And morphine is a pretty strong painkiller, so I want to see how losing weight and eating healthily, eating better, would affect my mental health. I often have anxiety about if people are looking at me, and that obviously is heightened because I'm overweight. I don't like to think about what people think when they see me. Some days I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, I look okay today, and then other days I like feel like shit, and I look in the mirror and I think, you horrible fucking beast. And I say it about myself. So any nasty comments I get, I say them to myself. You don't have to point it out. I already know. You already know, sweetie. So, I'm just struggling at the moment. I can't afford to sign up for a fancy gym membership, even the cheaper ones. Like, I really don't have the money for that. The only thing I can do right now is buy better food, plan out my meals, and look at workouts on YouTube. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now, and or what I want to do right now. Today I've started with my food. I'm not necessarily jumping straight in with the exercise just yet, but this morning I had breakfast. I tracked my calories. I am calorie counting, and I'm putting myself in a calorie deficit. So I don't know if you follow me and you don't want to see that, or if that causes you any mental like damage. Like, if I hurt your feelings or if it triggers something, then please don't watch anything like that. You can obviously follow me on Instagram, and I'll probably be posting a lot more over there on a regular basis anyway. I don't necessarily want to talk about it constantly. But yeah, that's what my plan is. I want to start slow. and just keep going, see what the crack is. I haven't weighed myself, I don't intend to. I've got some skills, but I really just don't intend to. I just want to see how it goes, because I know that I get really disheartened by seeing a number on a scale, and obviously like muscle weighs more than fat. Nibbler, you're gonna ruin this entire thing. Stay back or I'll spray you. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna weigh myself. I might maybe weigh myself like in the future when I'm feeling a little bit better and I kind of have myself in a more of a routine, but it's not going to be constant, if at all. So yeah, if you have any tips or if you have any advice or anything like that, anything that you want to say that isn't completely nasty, obviously leave a comment down below. Like I say, if you want to follow my Instagram, that will be in the description. I promise will post there quite often. I have a private Instagram account due to kind of what happened in the end of last year. But if you do want to follow me there, I obviously will accept your request. I don't just accept like random everyone, but if it's genuine, I'll accept your request. And yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll speak to you soon, and I hope you have a good one. Bye.